Here's a look at a scrum between the Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Islanders, and I'm going to go through it as far as my automatic fine for intentionally removing the helmet of an opponent. A scrum ensues. Gulbenkian and Cizikas are going at it. They exchange pretty solid jabs, like pretty square punches. The official's looking right at it, and no calls are coming out of this. So everybody piles in. Mayfield's going to get a hold of Hathaway on the left of your screen, and watch his left arm. It's going to brush across the top of Hathaway's head and drive the helmet down. The helmet doesn't come off because the strap holds true. In my opinion, I would probably give a fine for intentionally removing the helmet of an opponent there, even though it doesn't come off. But for the sake of argument, because it doesn't fall off, I'm not going to give him the fine in this particular video. But under my system, I probably would. Hathaway, though, very clearly rips Mayfield's helmet off. So that is clearly intentionally removing the helmet of an opponent. $2,500 fine to Hathaway. Meanwhile, Mayfield doesn't quite make it to the box. He stops to have a little chat with a couple people, takes a cross-check, and goes for a little dive. So to me, that's embellishment. And I really like the wording in the NHL rulebook, so I partially copied that directly. $2,500 fine automatic for embellishment. Meanwhile, the scrum carries on, and watch number 18 for the Flyers at the very front of your screen. Aballs, he's going to grab McLean's helmet, rip it off. So, bam, $2,500 fine for Aballs. Next, we have in the middle of the pile, Schaefer grabbing the helmet of Gulbenkian. Reaches up with his left hand, clearly pulls down on the base of the helmet, rips it off. Bam, automatic $2,500 fine for Schaefer. Now, again, at the front of the scrum, these two are fighting. That helmet comes off, but I would not give a fine for that because they're in the middle of an actual fight, although it gets broken up. But Ginning does reach across and watch his right hand grab Schaefer, the earpiece, and he starts tugging away at the base of the helmet and spends a lot of time, but eventually works it off. So that's Ginning ripping Schaefer's helmet off. So bam, automatic $2,500 fine for Ginning. And then Schaefer again grabs Ginning's helmet and rips it off as well. So bam, another $2,500 fine for Schaefer. However, that's two fines, so that's a repeat offender. Under my 1 to 2 game suspension category, 2 accumulated fines equals a suspension. So that's a 2-game suspension for Schaefer as well. And in my opinion, all those fines and suspensions probably could have been avoided with immediate coincidental roughing minors to the original 2 that started it all.